Hi there, me again. I just wanted to add something extra. I'm following a lot of the Supernatural brothers, and I'm just wondering when their season comes to an end where they are not going to be filming anymore, what are they going to do? Those guys seem to be only supernatural. I mean, I'm sure I've seen Jensen Ackles in other TV shows, but I've never seen Jared Padalecki in any TV shows, and I apologize for that. But in South Africa, we don't get everything. Anyway, we would like to move to Canada, my family and I. My mom, my dad, myself, and our fur babies. Now, I strongly believe against animal cruelty. If you do not want to have fur babies, don't get them. And if you don't want to have kittens from your fur baby, have your fur baby fixed. Or your puppies, have your dogs fixed. There are so many animals out there at the SPCAs that get put down because they don't get adopted, and there's so many abandoned animals. And our neighbor next door, he is so cruel to his animals and his wife. I've heard the animals yelping, and I've heard his wife even screaming a few times no. So he's a real abusive bastard that we live next door from. Anyway, so we would like to move to Canada to the rest of our family that live there. And we can't do that without money. So again, I'm not asking for donations, but asking if you could please buy our products, our items from Amazon. Now, I have a story to tell you. People mostly know my father as the nude king of South Africa. But he had a life before that. Now, this is what my dad wants to do. He wants to go to Canada, and he'd like to go to the different nightclubs there, or pubs, restaurants, where people have their live music like we have here in Bronkhorstspruit. We've got the Sink Shack. And I sell my handmade jewelry at the Sink Shack in Bronkhorstspruit. But get back to my dad. He would like to go around Canada and tell his story. Because, like I say, he had a story before Beau Brummel, the nude king. Now, this is how I'm going to start. In 1965, my dad was a singer. So he left South Africa. He went to Hilton College, and he left South Africa going to England, and he made his first few songs in 1965. Now on his record, you've got this cover, and on the flip side of the record was Tom Jones. So there's a story that he would like to tell people. So please, you can purchase this by clicking on my link tree, and it'll take you out to Amazon, and you can buy Beau Brummel Esquire's English CD. There are 13 songs, so it's all his records that are on CD. So there you go. That's how he started. And then when he came back to South Africa, he used to do the picture books called Beau die Ontembare, or Beau the Untamed. And it was the first one ever in color. Now, I don't know if you remember those picture books, but if you do, leave a comment and say yes, you enjoyed them, because I know there was Reiter and Swart and Black Panther, and my mom was Zelnadia. So my dad was Beau the Untamed, and my mom was Zelnadia. Now, I don't have any covers. I can always ask my dad, but I'm sure he does. So when Beau die Ontembare came out, this is what followed. 3 Bullets for a Long Gun, which you can also purchase on Amazon. So this is the live before Beau Valley. Now, the money that he made with this 3 Bullets for a Long Gun is what he bought Beau Valley with. But not to make it into a nudist resort, to make it into a film farm, so he and other people could carry on filming on the farm. I mean, there was a saloon that was already built, and there was a jail built, so it was ready for production. People could just come and film. And then somebody gave him the idea of making it into a nudist resort. Now, of course, wow. South Africa's very first nudist resort, Bow Valley. Wow. Okay. So then, of course, we made 2 other CDs. The first one was called Once We Were Naked. Now, I'm showing it quickly because it's got nudity on it. And I know Instagram doesn't allow nudity, so I apologize for that quick view. But it's called Once We Were Naked. Was the first video we ever made. And then secondly, this one is censored. It's called Africa's Naked Tribe. So that was after 3 bullets for a long gun. Then he bought Bow Valley. There's our cliff. You can see from here. Bow Valley was beautiful. And we lost it due to shareholders not paying their levies and chasing away all our other guests. And also one of the reasons why the shareholders never paid their levies was because my dad turned Bow Valley into a multiracial club where blacks could come, dark skins could come, because you know in those days it was apartheid, we weren't allowed to mix. And then secondly, he allowed gays and lesbians to come to Bow Valley. So because he allowed that to happen, the shareholders refused to pay their levies and chased away all our customers and our guests. At the time, I think it was in the 1990s, the early 1990s, we even had the ambassador of America come to Bow Valley, and he was a black man. And man, it would have been good for us to promote it in America, to promote Bow Valley. But because my dad did what he did, we lost Bow Valley. We couldn't afford to keep it anymore because of those damn shareholders that were racist bastards and didn't want gays and lesbians and didn't want Bow Valley to be multiracial. We were all for it, but they weren't. So what can we do about that? We lost a beautiful home. So if you want to see what Bow Valley looked like, buy our beautiful CDs, DVDs, and of course, if you like a Western, there's my mum. You don't see a lot of her because she was head of wardrobe and makeup, but you do see her dancing with some of the people, you know, in the party. Anyway, okay. And then, of course, 11 years ago, my father made Beau Brummel en Sy Nobleman, an Afrikaans CD. So, some people might know it as Môre Behoort aan Ons, but the song is here, Môre Behoort aan Ons, and it's Beau Brummel en Sy Nobleman. There we go. Also, another thing, I said to you I make jewelry. So I've packed out some things on the floor here to show you. I've tried selling them online. You can also click on my link tree and see my beautiful jewelry. It's called Cheyenne's Jewelry Shop and Market. I've got a link there and you can see my jewelry. Like I said, I've got some on the floor here, and I work with Swarovski crystals and pearls, so I make all my own jewelry. And I also have some other jewelry here that I sell, those bullet crystals. And man, am I a lot cheaper than Takealot, thanks to Amazon. So let me turn the camera around. I don't know if I can do that. It won't allow, I don't know where. So I'm just going to flip it like this to show you my jewelry. I hope you can see that. These over here are ankle chains, and in Bronkhorstspruit, apparently there's a stigma. Apparently there's a stigma about if you wear an ankle chain, you're a prostitute. So as soon as I tell the people they Swarovski crystal ankle chains, they pull away. So I've made necklaces to look like the ankle chains.